Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. Returner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team gets him down, and not much gained on that return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense gets onto the field for the first time today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down, Kirk. This should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude is good versus good. That's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year, and this defense has been taking no prisoners, just dominant. Something's got to give today.
Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense comes out for their first possession today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there are secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That time they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, enough for a first down. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to fourth down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up the first down. This could cost them.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the goal line. Fighting for the end zone, but doesn't get there. They'll spot the ball at the 3. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, it's a handoff. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this defense is just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return will be brought down. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Quarterback keeps the football. He's in the clear. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. That heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. It's an out route. The catch made. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. Two memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought, close win, and then the rematch. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. That's caught. It's Branch. They bring him down after a short gain there. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments or this thing could snowball.
The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Gives it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he finally steps out at the 10. Offense set up in great position.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. It's a shovel pass, caught. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
To throw, it's Stockton. He's running out of time here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
This defense is playing inspired football with their backs near their own goal line. An incompletion, now a sack. What would the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. This one will be fair caught. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
That is a tough play to make by this defender. Usually the slant route is the go route for an easy completion, but not this time. The defender does his job and bats that ball away.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, it's Manning. The receiver grabs it. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And they'll kick it away here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He hands it off from the gun. And he shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Same tailback, another carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down. Longhorns will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the powerful Jawja offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
2nd and 13. Takes off in a bootleg. Throws to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Bulldogs will have to kick this away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Nice throw, caught for a completion. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Caught on the outside. It's Moore. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to pass. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Longhorns will have to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Bringing pressure. That's caught. It's Branch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. 2nd down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Grab down the middle. It's Branch. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. To the air. It's Stockton. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Quick throw, the catch is made. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now, as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them the lead here late in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Longhorns offense takes the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun handoff here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
They're going to run it. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pitch play to the back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought it down.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. To throw, it's Manning. The receiver makes the catch. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
There's the handoff. They try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Trying for a fourth down completion. Caught quickly. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. This quarterback with the game on the line makes a play to keep this drive alive and keep their hopes alive.
And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Texas. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 in the final quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up and preserve this lead. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. The pass rush closing in. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to pass here on second down. He's hit as he throws it. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there.
Get out of the bright lights in the big stage, and some teams are wired for it and some teams are not. This has been a rough game for this offense. The quarterback has not really felt any kind of rhythm at all game long. What a fitting way for him to end his night with an interception here late.
And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, Texas.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. And the quarterback just kneels down. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock.
Timeout, Jawja.
With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. And it's a kneel down. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Leading here in the fourth quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Clock at 0-0. But when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been